With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one?
You don't have to have the long ball in order to hang a crooked number on him. You need to avoid the double plays when they do get guys on.
Luis Severino will be on the mound for Game 4. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, Matt, in his last outing, he threw real well. Went into the 8th inning and got his ball club to win. He'll try and do that again here.
And with a quick breather here by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Josh Donaldson is an MVP-type player because of his offense. But his defense is just as superb. He makes great plays, very athletic. And some of the things he does on a baseball field, you just can't imagine. I can't wait to watch it.
First pitch, 7:07.
Hard liner toward short. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Yeah, he's all over this pitch. You see it right here. Lines it into left field. Now they've got a man on to start the ball game.
Addison Russell will get his first opportunity here, and if you go by the numbers, it's been a disappointing start to this World Series for him so far.
Yeah, he really hasn't gotten on track. And I think you have to give some of that credit to good pitching. But he's really been a bit of a non-factor so far. Still time for him to turn it around, though.
Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And the runner back safely. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's waved at and missed for strike one.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, I think Summersgill is pretty well liked as an umpire, but if he gets any gruff, it seems like it's often coming from right-handed batters on pitches they don't think they can reach. I'm curious if we'll see any of that in this one.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Boy, he had success working the outside part of the plate there on the first two pitches. So they decide, hey, why not just stay out there? And they wind up getting a 3-pitch strikeout.
Chris Bryant will come forward now, and as you see by the numbers, he's off to a hot start here in the Fall Classic.
Yeah, you know some guys just love being on that big stage, and he's been a big part of this ball club all season long, so it's no surprise to me that he swung a hot bat when it matters the most.
Here it comes, 1-0. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, that's a good confidence builder with a runner on base here in the first. This is definitely the man to worry about in this lineup. There's little question about that, so he'll be fired up about that one.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in, and this pitching staff has kept his bat silent throughout the series so far.
Yeah, just 2 hits for him so far, but you got to figure he's due. I don't think they're going to hold him down all series long.
And no swing, apparently, ball 1.
Well, it's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. One left for the Cubs. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, hopefully with the wind blowing out, you're not going to see too many guys in that lineup with their eyes too big thinking, oh my gosh, I'm just going to hit it out there into that wind. Stay focused, but if you get something up in the zone, drill it.
Aaron Hicks comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Skied into makes the play, one away.
Batting second, right fielder, Aaron Judd.
Settling in now, Aaron Judd. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the seats, 0-1. Faces hot shot on the ground is short. Russell has it. In time to first, and there are two away.
Batting third, first baseman,
Justin Smoke gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are two away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with two out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Second inning upcoming here in the Bronx with no score. Kyle Schwarber will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
With these guys just one game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Dexter Fowler will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Ripped down the first base line. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. He'll take the turn and head for second, and he is in there.
Hard hit ball right here, right down the line. And you be the judge. Is this fair or is it foul? Whew, that's awfully close. It looked like it indeed hopped right over the bag, and that's all it's got to do. He's going to wind up at second base here with two bases.
Jason Hayward is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Any surprise they're attacking him like this? Those are two good pitches.
No, I think that's the way this guy operates. He won't back down out there, nor should he.
Boy, that's a tight little slider right there. It looked like it was going to be a ball, but then you can see the hard-biting movement come back, and it winds up just catching that outside corner.
Standing in now, Colby Rasmus, as he'll take a look at ball one. Just missing here, 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. 2-1, here it is. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Ben Zobrist would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Martin scoops it up. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. Cubs strand one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Giancarlo Stanton strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Now you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone. Josh Donaldson will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. He's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
Fowler back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Brett Gardner gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. One and two now as that's in there at the knees.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
And that'll break the string of 5 straight to start the night. They finally get their first base runner here with 2 outs in the second. Good to at least get something on this guy before he really settles into a groove out there.
Russell Martin set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
From the stretch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. Bottom of the second here with no score. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And no throw as it turns out as he takes second with ease. Hit on the ground is short. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning. Ben Zobrist will get a chance here, and you see the numbers for the series. He just has not gotten going yet.
Now, and if they're going to get back in this series, they're going to need him to get back in the groove because this pitching staff has buried him so far.
Goins is under it as he puts it away, and it's 1 pitch, 1 away to start the third.
Number 15, designated hitter
Barry Whitney will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
And you know, guys, I just love the way he went the other way with that. Now I'm interested to see if he has a similar approach in this at-bat.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
But when you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Good spot for the change there, and that'll knot things up at 2-2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Well, when you have the kind of fastball he does, you almost don't have to worry about location. I mean, that thing's tough to hit wherever you put it.
Here's Addison Russell, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 2-0. Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ryan Goins takes into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Ryan.
Into the windup and the pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Hit to first. Rizzo was there, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting ninth, the shortstop.
Striding into the box, Manny Machado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes this the other way to right, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Well, we'll take a look at this pitch again. It's a high fastball, and there really aren't too many options here. Pretty much all you can do is try to slap that thing the other way. Just a good piece of opposite field hitting there.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
We'll take a look at this on show track, and that's been an effective location for him so far. He's really been handcuffing these guys inside, and he gets another pop-up out of it.
Stepping in now, Aaron Judd, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up with 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Bat explodes as this is popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch. Chris Bryant is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And he falls behind 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Not even the best players are immune to a bad call from time to time. I mean, to me, that's not a strike. I think to him that's not a strike either, but Hey, the guy in blue, it's strike 3, and he's the only one that counts.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but
as the home plate umpire, 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
3-0 now. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. Dexter Fowler will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 1-1. Here it comes. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and it's hard to look for a changeup there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Justin Smoke is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Giancarlo Stanton in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here, and you'll probably have him 3 feet out in front.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Gloved by Russell. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Third baseman, number 20, Josh Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Fowler. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Jason Hayward will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
1 away.
Well, here you go on show track. This is a cut fastball that he winds up making contact with down near the handle. And it winds up an easy pop out.
In now, Colby Rasmus. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Grounded back up the middle. Machado is there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Ben Zobrist is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down in order. Halfway home, still no score. Brett Gardner comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Bryant fields it cleanly. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
And you know, when a guy's shutting you down, you got to look for ways to try and get on the board. So he sees an opportunity here, and he's going to wind up beating this one out.
Into the box now, Russell Martin. He got on top of one and was a ground
to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hit to third. Zobrist back to first, and that'll take care of Martin. A double play.
Now batting.
Yeah. So much for that leadoff single. They say here in the Bronx, forget about it.
Ryan Goins stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe. 2
out, nobody on. shot towards second. But this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Game 4 rolls along. We're back after this. Barry Whitney makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Addison Russell is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit to short. Machado has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
And they're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the 3rd hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Snap throw from the catcher. And again, he's back in safely. The 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Cubs strand 1. We are still scoreless. Manny Machado will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th.
Manny Machado.
First pitch on its way. First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really Oh, what a stop on the slide. He goes to first. He's out.
Woo, no problem.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Aaron Hicks will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if you can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fowler over to his left. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Aaron Judd will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Justin Smoke would be next. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
With 2-way, you're just looking to get on base somehow. especially when this guy hasn't given you anything so far. So, at the very least, make him work out of the stretch and throw a few more pitches here.
Justin Smoke will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. All the way here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy, get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Zobrist is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees, and this is Kyle Schwarber will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
On to first with it is Smoke as he'll make the unassisted putout.
The batter, number 24, center fielder
Dexter Fowler steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
And the way he's kept the ball around the plate so far, he deserves a few calls at this point in the game.
Now there's a swing by Hayward as he mashes this ball out to deep right field. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still no score. Giancarlo Stanton steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Still no runs on the board for either team, and it might come down to who can manufacture a run first.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. On the ground to the left side. Bryant is up with it. On to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th. Josh Donaldson will stand in.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line drive right back up the middle.
1 out, nobody on. Squared that one up just a little late.
Josh Donaldson is, of course, one of the greatest players in the game today. But before he was a pro, he had a really nice college career at Auburn, the same program that has turned out other greats such as Frank Thomas, Bo Jackson, and Timmy Hudson.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if they'll chase.
And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Well, not a game to remember for either offense so far. Just the 7th hit combined between the two teams.
Brett Gardner will be the batter. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Well, 2 singles isn't necessarily an eye-catching performance, but hey, I'm sure he's feeling just fine about it.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
It's just so hard to sit curveball when the pitch before is 96. It's almost something where you sit on one pitch because you can't cover both of them.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. On his way to pitch number 75. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. In there, a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away.
He's working on a 3-for-3 ball game now.
Russell Martin will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Towards second, Zobrist is there. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman,
Ryan Goins will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
And ball 4 here on the intentional walk, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone. Manny Machado will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
And they've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. On the ground to third. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Well, we waited until the 7th inning to get somebody into the run call. Here's your opening run of the game right there. Heck, the way this one's gone, 1 run might be enough to do it.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. David Hernandez will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out. Aaron Hicks will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. He could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he is... Colby Rasmus comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Pablo Sandoval will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Pablo Sandoval.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now.
Barry Whitney.
Barry Whitney is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. And that's the third out. Cubs are down in order. They still trail. Ronald Torreyes will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. And there's ball 2 now.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Now a swing, but not much behind it as this is lifted into shallow center. Hayward is going to be the one that makes that play, and he had a long ways to go to record the first out.
First baseman, Justin Smoke.
Justin Smoke will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Oh, and this ball is going to get on you quickly down there at the hot corner. That's why they call it the hot corner. They didn't have a whole lot of time to think about it, and this is all instinct. He goes up the ladder, pulls it down quickly. Nice timing.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Out in front of it, strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Now the beautiful views of Manhattan at night. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from right here in the Big Apple. Addison Russell will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Up top, it's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Hicks is after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Third baseman.
So striding in, Chris Bryant, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes to third, and he is in there at third as the possible tying run. Hit hard to short. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. In to score from third is the tying run. It's 1-1. Anthony Rizzo comes to the plate in a key spot. Go-ahead run at first with nobody out.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how they decide to play it here. Some would try to manufacture that run with a sacrifice or maybe even a steal. And others say, hey, let them swing. Don't give away any outs.
Roberto Ozuna comes on now trying to keep this ball game tied. Anthony Rizzo is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Well, that's just your classic 0-2 changeup right there. And what he's trying to do there is to get that hitter's aggressiveness to work against him. And he just goes fishing in the dirt for a bad pitch and an easy punch-out.
Kyle Schwarber is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Machado onto the grass, and that's the second out of the inning. Dexter Fowler strides to the plate with 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run over at first base. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Tap foul at home plate. Strike 3, and the potential go-ahead run left on base. So now Tony Watson will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings. Josh Donaldson gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit in there out to straightaway left field. And Rasmus is there to put this ball away for out number 1.
Up next for the
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Hit out towards second. Torreyes moving to his right, in time to first, and there are 2 away.
the catcher, number 55.
Russell Martin stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
And a changeup that just about got away from that ran in.